This is Ayman Khan here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, here with the one and only Matthew Macklin, who's been casting his eye over the action. We've just seen Usyk and Still beat Anthony Joshua in the rematch. Matthew, your reaction?
Oh, just a great fight, wasn't it? I mean, it was. I thought Joshua was much better, but then I think Usyk was much better than the two of them. They brought, the better AJ brought out a better Usyk. He made him work every single second of every round. They'll both sleep well tonight. They used up some amount of energy in there. He landed some good. That's really annoying. He landed some really good shots, didn't he? On Usyk, and Usyk took them. Showed good chin tonight. Took them well, and I do think he hurt. I do think he was hurting Usyk to the body. And if you think, could he have stayed on it more? But look, you're out here, it's easy to say, oh, get this, do this, do this. But when you're in there and someone's constantly moving left, moving right, feinting, and you've got to keep readjusting, resetting, it's not quite as easy as that, do you know what I mean? So like someone like Usyk, it's very difficult to find any rhythm with him. Everything's just so mobile, it's so fit.
What was the scorecards for yourself? How did you score it, Matthew?
I did 116, 112 Usyk.
Okay. Yeah. People, round nine. It looked, the crowd rose to their feet. It looked like there was a finish coming almost for AJ, but then it didn't. What did you make of round 9? Was it close, do you think?
I can't remember the rounds. Which round was what happened? Yeah. He looked like he. I remember Usyk having success, and then AJ nailing him with a really good right hand, and we all thought, wow, he's caught him, and we're thinking, how's Usyk going to take that? Yeah. Big puncher, isn't he, Anthony Joshua? And he nailed him with the right hand. But and then Usyk came back in that round. The sort of like rounds, was that 9?
Round 10 Usyk came back strong.
So round 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, it's epic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Matthew, what did you make of Anthony Joshua? He grabbed the mic, he poured his heart out there.
Yeah, look, wrong time, but emotions are running high, aren't they? What's he had to deal with for the last 12 months? Yeah. All the people knocking him, putting him down, saying this, that, and the other, and he's got to deal with all that, hasn't he? And I suppose that all just came out, didn't it? Look, the timing probably, wasn't the best, but after a fight, it's almost like you're drunk. Do you know what I mean? You can say some mad things, or you can think some mad things. Like I say, emotions running really high. Really, one of his team should have grabbed it, should have stopped it. But look, it was a great fight. He came back in, didn't he? And he picked him up, and everyone got everyone to class on that.
Matthew, Alexander Usyk said in his post-fight speech, if the only person he wants is Fury. If he doesn't get Fury, he doesn't want anyone else. Who would you pick of the two, Fury or Usyk, if we get the fight?
I think you've got to pick Fury, haven't you? He's so big. He's got a good jab himself. I don't. Styles make fights, don't they? And obviously Joshua's different to Fury. He'll bring different problems for Usyk. I think Fury can control it on the jab. He's so tall. He's got such a great jab, and he's very clever too. Really clever, Fury is. So I think you have to say Fury's the favourite in that.
Final question for me. People will say after this they'll call for Anthony Joshua potentially retire because boxing fans are brutal. Do you think that should be discussed? Should it be on the table?
I think he needs to go on holiday and enjoy himself and have a rest. That's what I think he needs to do. And probably forget about boxing for a bit and just enjoy his life. And when he wants to get back in the gym, when he wants to think about fighting again, that's up to him.
After a quick final word on Hrgovic-Zhang, that was some fight.
Great fight. Weird in patches from Hrgovic. Like, what times I thought like he was kind of having a meltdown or didn't want to know, looking out of the ring or something, or But yeah, good fight.